I'm Blake Scarlevi with Route 16, and I'm going to show off another new preview feature for you. So this feature is another way to make essentially a headless CRM. So with the release of Copilot Studio and the ability to create our own custom agents and have various tools and MCP servers, we could already essentially make a headless CRM by building a custom agent. For example, we could use the Dataverse MCP server and have the agent interact with our CRM data through the MCP server and essentially create a headless CRM. Well, Microsoft has released another way to do it, which it's in public preview right now, and this is the ability to uh, essentially turn a model-driven app into an agent, and therefore having another option to create a headless CRM. So let's dive in and take a look to see what that looks like. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to the Maker portal. And now, since this is a preview, you'll probably want to do make.preview.powerapps.com. It may work if you just do make.powerapps.com, but typically these preview features, you have to add the make.preview in there. So once you're there, you'll want to go to your model-driven app. So we can just click on apps on the left here. And then I click too many times. Then we want to find the app that we want to turn into an agent. So mine is our app called Taproot that we use to manage all our projects and submit our time and expenses, etc. So I'm going to come into here, and then on the left, you'll see this new icon here. The very bottom left, it's called App MCP. So you want to click on that, and then you'll click on this button here, Set up MCP. So what this is going to do is allow you to download this app package, which will essentially be a zip file. And so then, from there, once it's downloaded, so the one downside of this is you do need some sort of like M365 admin access, which I don't have here. So I pulled up a screenshot to show you what it would look like. So if you go to the M365 Admin Center, if you have access, you should see agents on the left here, and then you can go to all agents, and then from there, you'll have your list of all the agents in your tenant. On the very far right, next to export, there's this dot dot dot. You'll want to click that, and there'll be a button that says Add Agent. So click the Add Agent, and it'll give you the ability to upload that zip file that we downloaded from the Maker portal. And so once you get that in there, it'll ask like who should have access, so you can just add yourself or other people, or you could leverage security groups as well to give a group or a team of people access to it. But once you do that and you give yourself access, then you flip over to M365 Copilot, and then in the agent store, so on the left here, if you go to agents and then go to all agents, you should be able to search for it. Here, I can see mine here called Taproot already, so I can click on that. And it's essentially based on the metadata of your model-driven app. It gives you some out-of-the-box capabilities automatically, just based on what you could do inside your model-driven app. And so here, like, we keep track of our time entries, for example, in our CRM system. So I can say, show me a list of all time records. And it should essentially almost like iframe in the list view from the model-driven app and show me all my records. And if you have the ability in your model-driven app to create records as well, you could do that through this agent. It is a bit slow, I've noticed. So here it's finally loading, so it's embedded in. It looks just like a list in CRM in the model-driven app. I can page through all the records as well. And then I can click this open button, and it's going to take me to the actual model-driven app for those records as well, the same exact view that I was in. And so yeah, you can pretty much, without doing anything, it essentially reads the metadata of what's possible in your model-driven app and gives you all that functionality through an agent that you can leverage through M365 Copilot. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.